Right, there are a couple of questions on that first 090 test that have to do with finding the measure of each marked angle. You've got to find out what these angles are. A couple of angles here and a couple of opposite angles here. Okay, so it's actually not that much different to what you've been already doing about solving equations. Okay, it's just done a little bit more visually. So let's have a look at it. Let's just switch over to this. So here they are. Now here's the trick. You've got to realise that angles on a straight line, okay, so this is two angles on a straight line, and what it is they just add up to 180 degrees. Okay, think all the way around of a circle is 360, if those of you know that. Okay, and that's all you're doing. Okay, look at that. So that is now my problem. 7x plus 3 plus 10x plus 7 equals 180 degrees. Little degrees there, okay? Okay, so that's what we'll do for the first one. For the second one, what you have to realise is that opposite angles just equal each other. That's all it is. They don't add up to anything, they just equal each other. So that one's even easier. Okay, just find x. Like you would do before. Okay, so remember that one. 26 on this question. Angles on a straight line. They add them together and they equal 180. Opposite angles just equal each other. So let's just do this first one. There's a bit more work done on the first one because it's got some extra numbers. Right, here it is. So let's have a look at it again. That angle plus this angle equals 180. So there we go. Well, let's add them together. What's 7x and 10x? That's 17x. Okay. Sorry about the writing there. 17x. What's 3 plus 7? That's 10. Can you see how straightforward this is? It's actually much easier than some of the other ones you do on the test. If you add them together, you get 180. Okay. There you go. Right. So let's solve for x. Take away 10 from both sides. Remember doing like inverse. How do you get rid of a positive 10? You subtract a 10. Don't forget to do the same to this side as well. Okay, so it looks like we've got 170 degrees on this side. That still equals the 17x I've got on this side. Okay, now remember, what do you do with a number next to the letter? You divide by it. How do you make a single x? If you've got 17, you divide by 17. That will give you 1. 1x. And this looks nice on the right-hand side. So divide by 17 looks like x equals 10. Okay? Now that you've found out what x equals, great. Okay, so you've pretty much finished up there. That's what you've found out what x equals. But remember what the actual question is looking for. It's looking for the angles. Well, that means I'm going to have to put 10 where the x is. All right? 10 where the x is. In other words, what's 7 times 10? It's 70 plus 3. Isn't that 73 degrees when x is 10? So that's it. You've found out what the angle is on this side. Okay, now I can do it to this side, but remember there's two ways of doing this. If you add the angles up, it's got to be 180 degrees, which means I can see it looks like 107 degrees is left. But check it. Here we go. Remember, put 10 here again. Remember, x is 10. Remember how we found out that x is 10? There it is. Let's go back to it. If x is 10, what's 10 times 10? X is 10. That's 100. Plus the 7. Yep, that's 107 degrees on this side. Added together, they should make that 180. I should put the degree sign, don't forget. And there's your answer. Okay. Now remember, if you're going to do this one, I won't do this one as well, but remember, they are just equal to each other. Just solve for x. Okay, again, put it back in like you have done here. If x is whatever you find, just find out what the angles are. Now, you don't have to do it twice. Okay, these are two different angles that add up to 180. You've got to find the two different angles. Down here for 27, they are the same angle. Remember, they equal each other? Okay, so as long as you find one, you've found the other.